Boom! What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for showing up today on my Let's Draw number 9. We're still working on the blue Beetle. We'll get to that in a minute, but I'd like to thank everybody for showing up and watching it later on if you can't watch it live. So that's it's pretty dope that you guys are here, man. I appreciate it so much. I see that we got Steve Kassan in the house. Says, "Here we go!" Like that's the Mario. And I responded with Yahoo Wahoo because I love Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8 was dope. It was so fun to play. Loved taking care of everybody on the course and just beating my family. I always came out number one. Hey, what's up, Anthony Beltre? He's here. He says, "How was my day?" My day was actually pretty good. It was not too hot, not too cold, and not too wet outside. So yeah, it was good. I spent most of my day outside running around town. Taryn says, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? Are you guys doing well? I hope you're all doing well. Sickness is in the house. What's up? And here we go. Sickness. No, I don't have the clip. That's a Nicotina thing. I don't want to step on his toes. So what's up, Q? Q's in here. Am I too soon? No, you're right on time. We're right about him. You were always right about him. Fear him. Find us, Bruce. You have to come find us. Yeah, that was so great, and it was so funny that if we hadn't had this Snyder cut, I would have been like, what's the point of that little shot? It made no sense. But now we have context. Anthony's here. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Yeah, no, thank you so much for that. Yeah, great shirt. I put this out. This is not a reproduction. I was like, that's my interpretation of the Batman, New 52 or Rebirth, and I put it up, and Warner Brothers was like, take it down. But I bought myself one first before that happened, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, no, thank you so much. It was. I love it. I think it's great. I'd put it. I think I do have it up. Look for it on my Teespring because TeePublic they really look at that like big time. They DMCA is a galore rather. Bondo's here. Hey, what's up? Oh, I love your I love your little icon. God, what is the painter? Oh my God, I'm at a loss. Maybe my co-host can help me. Who is the painter? Bob Ross. Yes. I can't be an artist if I don't know Bob Ross. I was like, son of a bitch. So. And I'm glad that the chat didn't chime in and make me look like a fool for that one. I was like, Bob Ross! It's got to be Bob Ross. So what's up, Bondo? Chat? And Frank's here. Zeeverfett. Yeah, what's up? How you guys doing today, man? How was your day, Anthony? How you been?
That's good, man. Good. Worked. It was hot as well. Actually, it rained all day, but then it stopped right at like 2:30 in the afternoon, and it got super hot, muggy. Like it was.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, you live in Georgia, so yeah. Your weather is very similar to mine in that once the rain leaves, the heat just kind of it makes it like a sauna. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that kind of it does suck. It does suck. Yeah. So yeah, fire emojis for ACS. He's in the house.
What up, Frank?
He's in the house. So yeah, man. And I like your shirt.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And we do have something that dropped yesterday for Ray. Was that yesterday that he posted?
I didn't see it until this morning. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I watched it today. Mm-hmm. But he gave an interview talking about the Snyderverse, and that was one of the topics. I used to host a show back before I did my Let's Draw. I have a passion for drawing it, so I just want to bring that in. Mm-hmm. But I used to have a show last year that I did called Deep Thoughts. And we really got into some really good discussions with the panelists that I had on the show. It was mainly in I want to say October through December. Yeah, is when I had that, and I kind of let that go and really concentrate on the 4Nerd show with you guys, and really concentrate on just jumping on everybody's stream. I was like a stream whore. I just jumped onto anybody's stream that would stream with me about these topics that we like, and yeah. And so yeah, fire, keep the fire coming. This guy, he's all about the fire. So much though that we made some drops with him. Where was it? Oh, right here. Oh yeah. And oh my goodness, he burned off his underwear. We can't look at that because then it's this is a G-rated show.
Yeah.
So, but we can cuss on here if we do feel the need. So
yeah.
But yeah, so Ray came out with this with an interview, and he went a little further because he'd been sort of back and forth. He'd always been stating that, hey, he won't do anything with Walter. He brought that up. Walter Hamada, who works for Warner Brothers DC Films, is the DC Films president currently, and he said he won't be attached to any project that has that guy attached to it. So therefore, that's why he's not in the Flash. And it kind of feels like for the whole time that they've been corresponding or whatever, or there was the investigation. And they sacrificed Joss Whedon and said, hey, put him on a pike. We don't care about that guy anymore. They wouldn't do the same for Jeff Johns. They wouldn't do the same for Walter Hamada. They're sort of like, we're just going to let this thing die out. Hopefully his cry in the wilderness will remain that, a cry in the wilderness, and no one will hear from him again. And so every so often, Ray will either post something on Instagram or post something on Twitter or Vero or whatever, or all three. And he'll just sort of remind the community, hey, today was a good day. Yeah, today is a good day. He can apologize. And I'm not saying that he hasn't apologized directly to Ray, but, he hasn't apologized to all the other people that were affected by his, what Walter did was he thwarted the investigation. He sort of said, hey, I'm gonna play linebacker, and I'm gonna deflect for these other guys so that we don't have a big media frenzy on the hand and really drag Warner Brothers' name through the dirt or DC Films or whoever. But again, his whole thing about accountability over entertainment is built on that. Is built on that as such. So, but yeah, that whole premise is that these films, everything that we consume in our country and around the world is that's all it is. It's just entertainment, and you can't really treat people like crap behind the curtains, so to speak, or behind the scenes, or backstage or whatever, and get away with it, or say, hey, it's back to business as usual. And this is one of the things that I said last year. I said, Ray, it's great that Ray's coming out. It's great that Ray has kind of come out and brought things to light and things like that. But you know what? They always want to get back into the shadows. Yeah. They never want to keep things out. They want to go back to people are creatures of habit. People are creatures of habit, and they will go back and they will do the things that they are comfortable with doing and the things that they've gotten away with doing because they're going to refine themselves. Like, this is how I conducted myself. I got out of this sticky situation. This is how I'm going to get out of this situation going forward or whatever. And that's just kind of how they are. But what are your thoughts of the whole thing since last summer? When Ray put it out there, hey, I vehemently, retract everything, positive that I said about Joss, and then went on from there. Like, what are your thoughts on the whole situation and how Warner Brothers has handled this?
Well, first off, they've handled themselves like some fucking clowns, if I'm to be quite honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What's up, DC?
Yeah. What up, DC? What up, everybody who just joined or whatever? When he did that, and it was right before Justice Con, so that when he made his appearance on Justice Con last year, like, he was able to put down like a fire, like, he just dropped some heat on everybody. Like, I remember watching that shit, and I was like, oh shit, do you hear what this dude's saying right now?
And he had people come out and validate him, Jason Momoa came out and said, hey, this stuff's real. Yeah. And so, I mean, it's all real. It's all, and I empathize with Ray in that I had a similar situation, not the same, but a very similar situation where, I was harassed on the work site and I took my grievance to the higher ups. I wrote it out, the incident and everything. And what they did to me was they moved me around the company because the other person had more tenure, and they saw that person that had more tenure as more valuable because I just got hired on, maybe a month or two or whatever, or a couple months. And they were like, yeah, whatever. So they kept putting me in different working conditions. And each time they moved me to a different working condition was always worse. Mm-hmm. And it got to the point where I was working around chemicals, and that's not what I was hired on to do. Yeah. I was hired on to be, I was an office, not an office manager, but I was under an office manager. But I worked in an office environment, mm-hmm. And then I got into shipping and receiving, and then they just kept moving me on from there until I was like over on the other side of the street, where everybody had to wear respirators, and I was like, because what they wanted me to do is ultimately leave. Yeah, and it got to the point where they succeeded. I don't know if it was pride or stubbornness or resilience, mm-hmm. or all of the above, but I stayed there months because I was like, they're not gonna get me. They're not gonna get me. I'm gonna stay here and whatever. And finally it got to the point where it was just very childish, and I was like, and I was young. I was in my young 20s at the time. I was like, you know what? I'm not like these 30, 40-year-old people that conduct themselves this way. I was like, you know what? Screw you. I'm out. Yeah. So I finally gave up, I quit and went on and all that. And so I can see, how Ray has been treated, and the experiences that he's going through. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you know what? It's the same. It's very similar to the casting couch. You have the casting couch that, hey, that needs to be addressed. It needs to be looked at. You had the other guy, the Epstein guy, that whole controversy or whatever. And you had the people that were implicated in that. And it was just sort of like, they put a magnifying glass on it, but it's only for like a certain period of time until it's not viable anymore, and then you're done. Yeah, nobody cares. That's and that's what they're hoping for.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing for this in almost, I guess, about a year. That's what mm-hmm. they've been, trying to do, is hopefully they can throw enough stuff in our face to fool us with it or whatever, to take our attention away from it. And that's what's good about Ray every so often coming back and saying, yo, this shit's still here. It
is. And I mean, he it's good on him, and it is a fancy E. Thank you. It has a tilde, and on a tilde, it has an accent. So yes, the E is not silent. But yeah, when I was growing up, I never put anything over my E, so everybody just kind of read it as you would read, anything else in the English language. Mm-hmm. And there weren't that many people that were, I guess, not from, the U.S. So they didn't really put any emphasis on how to pronounce people's names. It was just like I pronounce it as I read it. So, but yeah, that's all good. Katsuka, what's up? Anyway, I just want to say hello. And then we have Taryn says, why is it so hard for Walter or anybody else to just apologize? Like, why does ego need to come in the way for being a decent human? And it all has to do with their environment. And what's up, Maskashai? I see you.
What's good?
Alessandro is a fantastic artist. I'm glad he's here every time, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, no. So Taran, what it is in this business is if you apologize, it's seen as a sign of weakness. Yes, sign of weakness. And it's like piranhas. They will they'll eat you alive, in this industry. And so, if he does that, then there's that fear that he no longer has that power. Yeah. Right. And that's pretty much it. And usually, what's up, Joey? And what's up, Mr. Purchase Fiddle, man? I'm glad to see you guys here. But what it is that they once the cat's out of the bag, again, it's like piranhas. They're afraid to lose that, and it's always that the simplest explanation is usually the correct one. It's never something complex. Well, it's this depends on this and that depends on that, and this is why we're here, where we are. And it's not. It's very simplistic. And had he just done it, it would have been over, done with. We'd have Cyborg probably in the movie, and we'd
Yep.
have you'd have all this, but Walter would be possibly out of a job or working with his exit strategy from said job. So it's not advantageous for him to come out and do that or whatever. And if he did in fact apologize to Ray, it was probably behind closed doors, and that's how, because he wouldn't want it, to get out or whatever. It's not a public display of anything.
I think Ray has said that he apologized to him. That's not he's not worried about apology to him. He's worried about an apology to
everyone else that was involved.
Yes, affected by what happened with Justice League, or the Justice League, the reshoots and all of that stuff. Yeah,
right.
But as far as that, I mean, look, I am every time I see Ray pop something out there, just drop something, I'm like, it puts a smile on my face, just because dude's not, he said he wouldn't, but he's not gonna rest until some of these wrongs have been righted. And to see the fact that he's still he's all about it, man. And and here's the thing too, man, it's like it's people was talking when he first did it. He's not going to. Ray's still getting work. he's still getting roles. Yeah. So I from start to, it's not finished, but from the start of it, I am happy that he's standing up for some of the wrongs, right? But I'm totally fine with it. But like I said, he was at a con in Florida this past week. I think it was this past weekend. Yes.
Okay, so here it is.
This is where this comes from. You can.
And let me go ahead and start that up for us.
That's a complicated question. I think,
and you guys can hear that. Let me know
how people spend their money determines what happens and what does not happen in this business, and particularly in comic books and in DC and all of that. For me, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Obviously, I've not been shy, about talking about all the things that have occurred over the last year, the back and forth that I've had personally and publicly with Warner Brothers Pictures, Walter Amada, and the rest of the crew over there. For me, I think it all starts with an apology coming from the Warner Brothers side of things. There's a lot of just really gnarly stuff that has gone down. Especially publicly, what Walter Amada and Warner Brothers Pictures attempted to do professionally and personally during one of the most crucial years for Black people in the history of really humanity is just unacceptable. So until such time where an apology is issued, I probably won't be supporting any of Walter Amada production, period. Not even probably, I definitely will not be supporting any Walter Amada production, period. And it's a tough thing because I'm a DC fan through and through. I love these characters. But sometimes, you got to give up what you love to do what's right. And so I'm going to keep doing it. I appreciate it.
So, do you have that?
Yeah. So, let's see.
So now I think he's even kind of changed his stance on because I remember him saying, telling people not to boycott,
right?
Yes, because because like I said, it just doesn't affect Warner. It affects a lot of people who had nothing to do with.
Right. So all the people that are working behind the scenes, this is their livelihood, this is their job. The actors involved, that had nothing to do with it. The Livingston guy that they just hired on to do the Flash's father and all that for the Flash movie. Yeah. He had nothing. So I mean, it's and there was this question that was posed, and I posed this to the chat. I'll pose this to you as well. Is what do you consider? I stand with Ray Fisher. Is it I stand with Ray Fisher unless my entertainment gets in the way? Do you say, okay, you know what? I follow pretty much whatever this guy is saying, or do I say, hey, you know what? The show must go on. I'm sorry that this happened to you. I'm going to continue on with watching these. So, I mean, where do you fall, and I got another guest I'll bring in and get his perspective as well. But first off, what is your perspective on that?
I said it before. I know it was a few weeks ago. I was just like, yo, if you want to watch The Flash when it comes out, don't let anyone make you feel like shit for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let anybody tell you no. That's take your own judgment into account. Me, I'm good. I'm for what I do, especially because of what we do, like as a hobby, because we're not getting like fucking fat paychecks.
Oh man, shit. You know, I don't know about you, but I'm rolling in. And though that's why you guys can't drop super chats.
We talk about this stuff, so I'm sure I'll see it. But what he said in that short video did give me a little pause as to having a few thoughts about it before I do watch it. Like I said, I'm still gonna watch it because you know we talk about this stuff, but. Like, because his stance has changed, so that's the thing, man. Because before he said don't boycott it, and he said that he will probably watch it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, if he's gonna at least watch it, because you know, to support his homeboy Ezra or whatever. But yeah, it gives me a little pause, but at the same time, look, anybody out there, if you are wanting to watch The Flash, don't let anybody tell you that you do not stand with Ray Fisher if you watch The Flash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you watch it for your own reasons. But if you watch it and you let somebody make you feel bad for doing so, get the fuck out of here. Do not let anybody make you feel bad for watching the movie. You know, he has his, you know, his reasons, and it's like for me to say I'm not going to watch The Flash, I would have my reasons that would probably be related to Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher got reasons not to watch The Flash. Like, he has legitimate, like 1,000% reasons not to watch that movie. So
and it's a little bit different from watching like Aquaman 2 or you know or even the Suicide Squad, you know, that just came out, you know. So without further ado, let me bring in another guest and get his perspective and point of view on this. It's our own Steve Kassan. Who absolutely loved the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's right, yo. That's
right. There you go. What's up, Will? What's up, Will?
Saw it 3 times at home, bro. What up?
Oh, 3 times, man. That's one more than me. That's one more than me. But yeah, I mean, so you got to see the video. I'd like to get your weigh in on this, you know, and then guys, I will eventually get to the drawing. You know, that's
next week.
That's right.
Next week.
Yeah, next week. I will get back to it, but we're going to talk about this real quick before I get into that. So, yeah, go ahead, Steve.
It depends on the individual, and it also depends on like what your stake is. Like, most people watching this, you know, they don't have a stake in, like, as Anthony said about, you know, Warner Brothers and this and that. But, you know, there's some people who have, you know, who are maybe want to progress and everything. It's a complicated issue. Now, with Ray, he made it perfectly clear that, you know, if all of this stops, he's fine, you know, because he's got his Twitch channel and he's perfectly fine. He said it all throughout last year. It's like, I just want to see justice done, and I want to see, like, everything that went wrong turn right.
Yeah.
And if it ends it for me, that's fine, as long as the people involved are okay and certain folks get reprimanded for their actions. And that's the thing. That's the difference, because this is an industry, as you can see, that you got to play well with others, and you can't really burn your bridges, because like some people.
It is an industry where you can't really even take a hard stance on anything in that particular industry, because it's always going to come back. You know, that's why it's like, you know, no one's ever really gone, no one's ever really canceled, whatever. You know, they'll shelve somebody, and then they'll say this, you know, after they've you know, spent time in the corner, they'll bring them back and see how, you know, they did that same thing to Dave Chappelle. You know, I brought this up before. You know, they you see it if you watch him on the Late Show with David Letterman. David like coaxed his answer, you know, his apology. So you're here to apologize, right? So you're here because you said, you know, something, whatever. And that was something that he had to do. he
I went
had
to
to
see
go and pay for whatever, so it's like
right
okay.
when the show ended, when he left
What's up,
season
Val?
3. Hey, what's up? Right when he left season 3, he did a show here in Toronto, and he basically laid it out without basically explaining it. And we're like, okay, but see, that's when you blur the lines and everything. And I won't say names because unlike Ray, who got consent from
Mm.
others into
Mhm.
revealing names, I've had experiences where like, the directors, producers here who've abused their power. But the problem is that they're part of circles who make things, and you want to
Yeah.
get ahead, you got to be part of those circles, and you got to play. That these people are assholes, but you can't really say their names, and you can't really call them out because then you get ostracized too.
I mean, they do
But
the same thing in the
everything,
music
yeah,
industry as well.
exactly, and
It's just as bad, if not worse.
everything it is.
Mhm.
Mhm. But as opposed to the audience here, it's up to you. It's like, if you want to stand with Ray, then you got to make that decision where it's like, it's either a hard stop with anything DC related because
Mhm.
you stand with Ray, or it's just like, I stand with Ray, but I can also support the people making it because it's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's not people. Michietti, Sasha Kaye. This is like Sasha Kaye. This is like a big role for her, man. Like
Yeah.
you saw her face. Like this is what all of us dream about, getting that superhero role, and
Yeah,
and then
and Ray
people
has
are hating
nothing
on it.
against her,
Yeah,
No.
So
and I'm sure Ray wants you to support Ezra. That's his boy, right? You
Yeah.
saw how close they were on. So I guess
So-
it depends upon you. And as Anthony said, don't let any motherfucker come and tell you that, oh, what you're
No.
doing is wrong.
No.
Some people take an extreme,
Mhm.
and and at times that works because sometimes you really got to be extreme about it. You got to put a hard stop and say, no,
Yeah.
I Sam the Ray Fisher, boycott everything. But some people, you don't have to go to that extreme, but you can also support, but also you
Mhm.
can work around it. So the
Yeah.
ultimate answer is that to anyone that doesn't have a stake in it, because again, that's another issue. Anyone who doesn't have a stake in it, be you, and it's like all you can right now. All you can do is keep uplifting Ray because what he's doing is,
Yeah.
he's getting blacklisted at some point. Some people are blacklisting him.
oh,
And
sure,
even
yeah.
though it's getting work, but as a fan community, we can support Ray and uplift him so that
Yeah.
don't keep him in the public eye and let him get more roles.
And
So
look,
it's up to the individual.
I've never actually I was on a stream where he was on, and I was able to jump on the panel and say hey to him, but never talk to him personally. But if I would think, and just from what I see from the outside, just from what I've seen from him when he goes live on Instagram, when he whatever, I would think that if you talk to him personally, and he'd probably tell you, if you like the Flash, go watch the movie, man.
I think this is a
wouldn't
personal thing for him. Like he is personally not going to,
Yes.
endorse anything, talk about it, promote it, whatever, because of the circumstances.
Mhm.
So it's unfortunate, and we've talked about this, and I think that like a lot of people when they first heard that, Ray took a hard stance on. Yeah, I mean, Anthony just got pissed. He just walked out right on. He was like, "Screw this." It's very emotional for people, but for Ray, he was like,
That's the fact, Jack.
Yeah,
Dude, my foot kicked the my Ethernet cable out of my laptop. It just kicked it out.
Oh,
Can y'all
Oh,
still hear
dang.
me?
yeah.
No,
yeah.
everything froze and started
Yeah,
spinning.
yeah.
I was like, what was that fell? It was my. Can y'all
Oh
hear me?
yeah, no, we saw you the whole time. We saw you get up and walk away.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Yeah, we saw everything.
Wi-Fi for a
So
second.
yeah. We saw behind the curtain. We know the lies of the Jedi. But yeah, I mean, it's a difficult decision for him to make. As far as he's. Oh, there he goes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, shit.
He'll come back.
So there's a lag on. There's a lag.
It was a lag. He finally lost internet connection. It was kind of like
Operator, give me back.
Yeah. Hello. All right, so here he is.
There we go.
Weird. It was like you guys were sounding really like digital people.
Oh yeah. No, we were talking. We said something really important.
Yeah.
And now moving on to the drawing of
moving
Blue
on.
Billy.
But yeah, no, I mean, just to kind of, sum this portion of it up, for us let no one tell you that you're not supporting, Ray or whatever, if you don't retweet him or, anything like that, but yet you still watch DC movies. If you are somebody that is like, I'm not going to financially support DC anymore until they get rid of Hamada, that's completely on you as well. I mean, no one can say anything. What you decide to do with your time, money, and attention that's you. That's on you. So, and nobody can tell you otherwise. It's whatever. I mean, I understand the situation. I understand that we're not going to get Cyborg in the film. Mm-hmm. I understand that it's not going to be, Ray. I understand that they were ecstatic when he found out, that, oh, hey, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, Ray said he's not going to do anything with Hamada, so he's kicking himself out of the movie, and that's not what happened. And now that he said this, they're like, oh man, if he's not going to endorse anything, he's basically opening up the role of Cyborg for any other actor to come in and take his place. And I'm sure that that's something that Warner Brothers would do. I think that they would recast Cyborg with another possibly unknown or maybe the guy from the Doom Patrol or whatever, like, we'd mentioned before. But I mean, we're not at that road, and we haven't crossed that road yet. So, it is what it is. And I mean, keep loving what you love. Love these films if you want. Muschietti has nothing to do with this.
Yeah. Like I said before, when I was talking about it, I was like, yo, we don't know. Like there could legitimately there could have been a conversation where he like fought to keep Cyborg in the movie. You don't know. Like Muschietti could like fight. We don't behind closed doors, and they just could have shot him down every time to the point where he's just like, all right, well, I can't. I got to go ahead and make this movie. I can't keep. If that's indeed what happened, like we have zero idea if that's.
We have zero idea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We don't know if they just kept doing rewrites to, because it's not as easy as one of the things that I brought up was, you've got Deathstroke, you've got Deadshot, and you've got Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke, and then Bloodsport. Bloodsport, yeah. And they all have daughters. They all are mercenary type guys, and they're interchangeable in the script. Pretty easy to change him out versus Cyborg, who plays a specific role.
Yeah.
And you can't change him with somebody else. Mm-mm. You can't bring in like, oh, Blue Beetle's coming in now. I'm going to draw him. But Blue Beetle, say, hey, what's up, Chubby? Blue Beetle's coming in now. And what's up, Prakash? And I can't not mention the guy from Nicotina's show. But yeah, I mean, you could easily bring it because I mean, Blue Beetle is very similar in its alien technology. It forms around him. The only difference is, it doesn't stay on him. It's on a scarab. Cyborg is his body is destroyed or whatever. He's a robot or a cyborg rather now. And so he has no way of having a normal life, whereas Jaime Reyes' character does. But they still have that same exosuit or whatever. Hold up,
hold up, Captain Prakash. Captain Prakash Sparrow, hold up. No, matey, hold up. There's no pirating here.
No. I saw that, and I saw Frank. We do not endorse sailing on the high seas unless you're playing Sea of Thieves. Which is a joke game. And
that's a great game. That's a cool game.
It is a great game.
The Monkey Island too. Monkey Island is a good game.
I haven't played Monkey Island. That's LucasArts, right?
Yeah,
I never played that. I was like, what the hell is Lucas doing with something non-Star Wars next? I just never I didn't care.
No, play it, man. It's one of those like smart, funny games, and it's really good.
Yeah. Thank you. The bully is here. Here he is.
Oh, Bully Tina. Oh.
Nickabully with 3 Ks.
Oh, we just got shut down. So, but yeah, no, like his character, you can't just interchange like you can the other ones in the Suicide Squad. So Muschietti probably had to go back to the drawing board numerous times and retool the script to where it makes some sense.
Mhm.
And it's probably an amalgamation of all the scripts that were presented. The one from Grant Morrison and Ezra Miller, and then the stuff prior to, and I'm hoping that they use a lot of that so that Christina Hodson doesn't have a whole shit ton to do. she's like, oh, copy and paste. Oh, I could do that.
Final draft, copy paste. Here we go.
Yep, yeah. I'm like, it's not plagiarizing if they own all the copies.
It's just tracing. That's it.
It's just tracing. So, well, with that, and what do you guys in the chat? The newcomers coming in, Chubby, Mr. Purchase Fiddle, Nicotina, Rasha. What do you guys think of the new stance by Ray Fisher to not endorse or promote the Flash movie?
But is it a new stance? Like it's a
modified stance, because he was okay with it. He was like, yeah, I'll still go watch it. I'll support the movie.
He just said he wouldn't work on anything. He won't.
He
He wouldn't be
work on
involved.
it. But now he's saying, not only will I not work on it, I also won't watch it, endorse it, whatever. I won't put my stamp of approval on something that has his name on it.
That's Ray as an individual doing that, and you as an individual, you can do the same thing, or you cannot do the same thing, or you can do both. It's like,
you know what? You say the word Shazam, and he appears, and he's putting on lipstick.
What up?
Okay. And no, I'm joking. I was just joking. Says, hey Andre, I hear you're buying subs when it's happening. So what we did, it was a pool. We all pooled our money together, and we wanted to purchase something for Nicotina, and it just happened to be subs. He had the wrong idea because he got really excited. He thought they were Subway sandwiches. So let's see. I hope the Flash is at least Thawne. I doubt it. I doubt they are even going to touch Thawne in this. It's going to be Ezra and Ezra. And that's pretty much, it's going to be, where are they? God, this we got to scroll through. There it is. These guys going to be Dumb and Dumber. There was actually some photos they did. This guy right here, pretty dope. But anyway, yeah, I think the Flash movie is going to be okay. I think hopefully it's going to be better than the Suicide Squad as far as entertainment. It's got more heavy hitters in it. 2 Batman, 2 possible Flash.
It ain't got Stallone, bro. Nighthawk. Come on. Man. Daylight.
Flash.
Exactly.
That's the Flash.
You're talking John Spartan.
But yeah, I don't think Thawne's going to be in this thing.
This is also correct. This is right here what Frank is saying. This is correct. This is exactly like the same way. I'm not going to say like how Ray's kind of stance kind of changed. Wayne T. Carr was on Poindexter's Lounge last night, and he said a few months ago he did say, I'm going to watch the Flash.
Yeah.
And now last night he's like, nah.
There had to be something new.
Mm-hmm.
There had to be either something new or some. What do I want to say? Like some transaction interaction,
but Wayne is Ray's boy, right? Like Ray. Yeah. I mean, Ray got Wayne to Zach. That's how he's Green Lantern. So he's supporting his boy. That's his case, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's individual, like you said, it's individual choices.
That's the thing. We can do the same thing and say, no, I don't want to watch it. I'm sticking with Ray. I don't want to watch it. That's fine. Like you gotta make a stance. Like you can't like. It's either this thing or is this thing.
Yeah.
And you can flip flop here and there if you want to, but don't. How many times you're gonna pancake this, right? It's like you gotta pick a lane, right? You gotta pick a lane to enter this end destination, right? It's like
we're gonna switch gears here, because it's a touchy subject for some.
It is, yeah.
I mean, most of us are gonna watch the movies anyway. And that's fine. That's fine. And if it's fine also if you don't. But we do have one more thing to talk about. and then I'm going to bring up the drawing and I'm going to continue with that.
I'll watch it in the Caribbean.
R. So do you have that pulled up?
Yeah,
Anthony?
let me share it. So there was, damn it, was it just if it came out before this morning, the first time I saw it was this morning at work. Was hold on, let's see. This Star Wars Visions, which is like
manga, anime.
Yeah, hold on. Don't pull it up yet. Let me see.
Oh no, that's cool.
Okay, let me make sure it's gonna, because or else I won't be able to do it like this. Big.
Okay.
Let's see if it works.
There you go.
何百年も前のことよ。ジェダイいう偉大な戦士がこの星にやってきて、うちの祖先がこの宝刀を託される。その刀は常に全力で支え合う。そいつはお前のもんじゃ。
お前は生まれた時からフォースに導かれていたのだ。
この時を待っていた。
このような闇と初めて対峙した。闇を感じた。
ちゃんと家族になれるから。
最高のライブにしよう。フォースと共にあらんこと。
謹んでお受けします。
There you go.
Yo, hadn't watched that shit since this morning.
No, I haven't watched it
I watched it on my phone.
I watched it one time when you shared that with me.
No,
I just don't want him to go in any of the movie, in any of this.
I tell you what, I do like the originality to it, because we've had this conversation before where you always say, like, when people make new Star Wars, how about you do something fucking different? You know what I mean? And this is
different. This is definitely different. There's some stuff that I liked, and there's some stuff that I didn't like.
Yeah.
I thought, like, okay, the six lightsabers. I was getting General Grievous vibes. With the lightsaber spindle thing, I was like, that seems excessive. It looked cool, but it seemed excessive. Just sort of like, oh, you know what we could do? Like 10 lightsabers. We could turn them, and they're like, let's go. But I don't have any problem with the animation style. It is a lot of it, I think it's different. I think what it was, 6 different stories or something. Seven different stories, and I think it is really reminiscent of that one. What is it, like Gotham Knight or something?
Yes.
Yeah. Where they have the different, animation styles and things like that, and they all have their own little special stories to tell.
Talking about this right here.
I'm talking about that. Yeah, that looks kind of that looks kind of dumb.
Yeah. It's very animatrix too.
The animation when it's moving, it looks cool, but practical, it looks just stupid.
Yeah, you can
that was like that screamed episode 1, and then the guy with the guitar, I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
This looks like this looks more CG animation but then like the next scene with the crowd, it's like actual like.
Yeah, it's like a blend of two, right?
Yeah. Let's see. What's up? Let me see. Japanese. Okay.
I mean, I'm intrigued. Obviously, I'm a Star Wars fan, so like I'm watching this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna. I'm guessing it's all gonna be subtitles.
Well, the thing with animation is they can easily redub.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just, you know, they're not really matching lip movement. They're just matching, you know, okay, the mouth is open, now the mouth is closed. It's
They
a lot
announced
easier.
they announced the English voice cast.
Thank
today.
you.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Oh my
then
God,
it
yeah.
is. It's gonna get done.
So all of the dialogue you heard was a lot of it was Mark Hamill.
Yes, exactly. AKA Jim Fox.
I did like this little shot though on the ice. That shit was
I thought it was very cool.
How was you talking about?
That's General Grievous,
That's extreme.
and is that Luke or is that something else? That might be something else. I don't know. Because I mean, they have Star Destroyers. It's like, okay, if they have Star Destroyers, what time period is this?
Yeah.
You know, is this like an alternate universe or what is this?
Maybe they might go in that direction with it because that's you all right. Star Destroyers that they didn't. Hold on, let me see if I can find a shot of them. They didn't look like the ones from like the Last Jedi and shit. You know what I'm saying? They look like the old school Star Destroyers.
Yeah. Look, that's very old school.
Yeah. So yeah,
but that's part of the Last Order.
Yeah, it's probably. I'm sure it's just alternate. It's alternate.
The Final Order.
They probably could have called this
the very Last Order.
They probably could have legitimately called this series Star Wars What If?
The Epilogue Order.
What order was that? Sorry, which one?
The final. Never again shall it rise. Order.
The art right here.
Mambo number 5 order.
This is the art
that reminded me of the Kylo Ren thing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we've seen this.
Yo, it's weird. Okay, so now look, I need to see this because look what the girl's wearing. Nothing Star Wars. He looks like he has on a short and shirt outfit.
Lightsaber umbrella, yes.
Yeah, lightsaber. Yeah, and then that dude's dressed obviously like somebody from Star Wars. She is not.
Yeah.
She even has on some heart earrings. So like, how is she like? And what does she do? She holds it, doesn't she?
Holds what? The saber? I mean the bolt.
When the bolt.
The bolt of lightning.
Well, this is different.
Oh look, this one has a ring. There you go.
I don't know.
9 original stories.
Oh, 9. Okay.
Holy crap. Okay.
That's too much.
There you go. And look, that's a folding TIE fighter looking thing. The wings fold on that one.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
So they let these houses do whatever they want?
I would assume that's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
And that looks pretty cool. I like that.
It looks neat. Yeah.
I like that.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
Some of it looks cool. Some of it looks pretty.
It's gonna be
silly, because it's all different. It's 9 different styles. I'm assuming so.
Yeah, I mean, it's Disney Plus, so I'm sure like what is it, 30 to 40 minutes an episode, and it's just
maybe less.
Yeah. The story starts and finishes in that episode. Then the next week you just move on to some new shit.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It is intriguing, like you said, Ryan. There are some weird fucking.
Yeah. Like the
R2 with like some bamboo coming out of his fucking. He's got like a hat on and shit.
Well,
no, he's shooting out those rockets.
That's rockets. Oh,
yeah. Those are trails. Yeah.
So I mean, I reserve judgment. Like I said, I mean, some of it looks cool, some of it looks dope, some of it looks kind of silly. But I'm intrigued. Overall. I mean, so let me pull this in as we continue to discuss, and if you will, just pull up the comments as they come in.
Yeah.
But I'm going to start to add shading to this, and I'm not the best at shading. That's not my comic book shading. Rather, I'm not the best at it. So I'll try my best. So but yeah, you guys go right ahead.
Batman in Shanghai shorts. Yes. Let's see. On Cartoon Network, they probably did. It's. Yeah, I'm sure they struck a deal with some animation studios from like Asia or whatever, and they were just like, yo, just make.
Well, they did want to really come up. They wanted to get the or capture the like Asian audience because they know how much money that would bring in because overseas money just that's just that's a gold mine. They're trying to tap into that. They're trying to tap into that that audience. So
That's the Mambo number 5 order.
Yeah.
All right,
That's-
let's see.
Bone Thug's gonna be watching Lego Masters tonight. What? Oh, really?
What is? Oh,
Who
is
is
that? I think that is Lego. I think Lego Masters is that show. It's like a reality. Well, not it's reality. That sort of like a game show where they run in and they have to like build shit with like Legos. If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah. There's a show like that, right?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Like-
there is.
They're
Well,
making
there you
sure out of
go.
anything, man. Shit. It's like what?
Yeah,
What is it?
can't even. Yeah.
Next
It's
is
like,
a Lego box. What the fuck?
From what I saw of it, it was legitimately like they ring a bell, and the people run to their little fucking station, and there's
their
Legos
area.
there. They have to like. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see.
Let me.
Steve bounced. I don't know what happened to him.
Oh no.
HBO Max needs to become Warner Max. Yeah. They need to do something, man. That's just looking fire, by the way.
Oh, what's that? Oh, this?
This-
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
Looking good. You're getting some. Let's see. If this replaces High Public, what is High Public?
I think that was like one of the things that they were trying to bring about.
When they announced that slate.
Yeah.
What up? Let's see. Chubby Teddy said Star Wars anime looks cool. However, Ryan could do a better job. Okay.
Oh man, no, hey, much appreciated. Much appreciated. But yeah, I don't know. I've never. I have done some animation in my day, but not to that extent. That's beyond me.
But you know the thing about like all those Star Wars anime is that it looks cool, but it's very anime. That's the thing. It's like really.
Oh
anime.
yeah, that is real. That's
Yeah. I mean, you almost have to be like really into that sort of
you gotta,
genre motif or whatever to like really get excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to be into like this whole basilisk and gunfire school, prom school, whatever the hell anime shows are out there, and all this weird ass stuff.
Because
Right.
I'm not a big anime guy. I like animation, but anime stuff sometimes. I remember I used to fuck with Naruto back in the day, but I hadn't watched any of that shit in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
Naruto is like legitimately fucking. It take like 4 episodes for one fight.
Yeah.
Everything would just.
I couldn't. Okay, now I know Dragon Ball Z is like everybody
That
just
one too, though.
loves
That
it,
one-
right?
Mhm.
It takes forever for them to find like this is not my final form, and like I don't at this point I don't care about your final form. Like either kill the dude or don't. It's like.
Yeah,
it
is. But people love it, man, and kudos to them. But like, I do agree. Like, fights would last like episodes, and when it would come back, they'd still. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's like I'm like, really? I'm like, it takes that long? Like, no.
Yes, of course. but you gotta admit, man, like, Dragon Ball, like even though it's cool, it's got nice characters, but it's the corniest shit ever, man. Like you have to admit that it's fucking corny. But then again, I love Fist of the North Star. So what can I say?
Yeah.
Primo
says, Ryan, are you using a graphics tablet?
Yes, I am.
I am.
I'm using the Wacom.
Appreciate it, Chubby Teddy.
So it's the 24-inch monitor, and I have. It's a Wacom tablet. It's really good stuff because the parallax is like
ABHTX.
Hardly.
You got mad talent, Ryan. Keep it up.
Man, thank you.
That's true.
Dawson in the crib. What up, Dawson?
Dawson's. He's up. He's celebrating. His wife became a teacher or something, or this is the. Oops, I want that. So that's what they're doing tonight. What's up?
Fucking Joey talking about some commercial break. Yeah, he's right. That's exactly how it does, dude. Like they'll be fighting, they'll be in this and then it will go to commercial break, and when you come back,
and I remember he's still
like,
doing it. And I'm like, dude, are you gonna do something to this guy? Or
I remember coming back to school on Monday. We all watched the episode. Then come Friday, it's like finally we get to see the fight. It's like holy
yeah.
Whereas like during the week we get to talk about Beast Wars and all these other cartoons. But hey, what about when's Vegeta and Goku gonna fight? I don't know. Maybe Friday, maybe Thursday, maybe next week. Shit.
Yeah. It's people
Yeah,
love it though, man.
I had two friends that they were just into it, and they would talk about it, and
Mhm.
I watched the show, and I was like, this is what these guys are like. This is what they think is dope. I was like, this is so boring. It just didn't hold my attention. I was like, and then the movie came out. The movie was horrible.
Oh, the
If you
live
guys
action?
remember- yes.
Oh, that was
The live action.
And I don't even
was
watch
so
Dragon Ball like
stupid.
that. And I saw the live action. I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not the car. Like from what I had seen from cartoons. Yeah, it from the animated show. That movie was just like, dude did something to his hair and then it just sprung back up. I was like, what are we doing?
They were just off the cusp of the what do you call it? Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat had came out at the theater, and people were just eating it up, and they were like, "Oh, what else do we have?"
Yeah.
You know, and they were like, "Oh, throw Dragon Ball Z in there, but make it interesting." I guess they failed. Yeah, it just that was
somebody who was not a huge fan of the animated show. Like I could only, and I didn't like it. I can only imagine how huge fans of the show felt about that movie. Yeah. So that's can't even.
Okay, but then what are some of you guys' favorite animes? Like, if you were to give a top
Transformers.
5. No. Okay, not animation shows. Like purely Japanese anime for stuff from.
They did it in Japan.
Oh, that's true.
So no, yeah. I'd say
I am correct.
No, but I'd say probably just like because like I said, I don't watch it that much. You know what I mean? Like I really haven't technically watched it since like Naruto back in the day. But like sometimes we'll have Cartoon Network on because sometimes we leave it on because we have pets. We'll like leave it so there's like
the pets like Cartoon Network.
Yeah. There's ambient sound in the house while we're not here. They see. But and then like if we keep it on at night once like it gets past Family Guy and all of that shit, and then it gets like to the there'll be some stuff that'll come on there like some what's up? What is it? It's I think there's some Dragon Ball and there's some of that shit I don't know what the fuck it is. It'd be like some weird like what's the one with like is that Pokemon?
Pokemon?
See, I didn't never get into Pokemon that big, man.
I never got it. I mean, my kids did. They had the cards and all that kind of stuff. And they had some of the toys, and they had some of the little Game Boy Nintendo games and all that. And they got into it for what they could do, or however much they could get into it. Let me see. Just make it a little bit darker.
Isn't that all Yu-Gi-Oh as well?
Yu-Gi-Oh was also around that sort of time.
I have watched some of that. Primo Attack on Titan. It's kind of fire. I just never like followed through with it. My sister showed me a bunch of episodes, and I was just like, "Oh, this is cool, interesting." And but that's something you have to sit down and fucking watch that shit from like start to finish. I don't think you can't just jump into that. He says you players like Fist of the North Star or Bubblegum.
That's right.
Ninja Scroll was pretty dope.
Ninja Scroll, man. That when I saw that as a kid, holy shit! This is what you can do with cartoons.
Yeah.
When man's got the ninja girl like Fred is like, whoa, what am I watching? what is going on here?
My Hero Academia. People say that shit's mad sad, dude. My Hero Academia. Like I'd see people who like were really. They like the content creators who really watched it. They'll get to a certain episode and they're just like, "Yo, I was crying, dude." I was like, "Damn, man."
What?
For real? Like
crying about what? Crying about?
I don't know. I don't watch it, so I haven't. But I'm just saying, they drop a little Instagram short video like, "Yo, the last episode of My Hero Academia." I'm like, "Yo, is it like that, y'all?"
I know. Is this for real? Are you keeping it real? Like, what?
My Hero Academia. Okay.
These nuts. Macadamia nuts. My Hero Macadamias.
Macadamia nuts?
Macadamia nuts.
There you go.
Oh,
it's all these like hot topic animes. It's like Dragon Ball, My Hero Academia.
But speaking of it, not animes per se, like what you guys is like as far as DC animation goes, when they they're I would say probably all of our favorites would come from the first phase, the big collection where like you have
sure
you know what I'm saying, like Flashpoint or fucking I'm trying to look at them back there. There's a Teen Titan, like there's I have a ton of them up on the thing, but like what was you guys' favorite? Even the animated Green Lantern movie was fire.
They had a couple of them that I liked for that. You know, as far as like the Green Lanterns. I liked the First Flight. That was cool.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was that they always used the same villain. They was like, "Oh, it's Kanjaro." I'm like, oh, that motherfucker again. Like that dude just don't die.
Yeah.
It was like, "Oh, Kanjaro." It was like they always had a hard on for that character. It's like, can we not come up with another character, an evil character's name? Like, I guess not.
Well, to tell me for the Green Lantern.
Green Lantern show, yeah, and because they also used him for there was also for something else. They used Kanjaro. I can't remember which one they did that.
He says Daddy Max like Green Lantern First Flight. Yeah, yo, that's that movie's fire.
Yeah, that movie's pretty dope.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
I think my favorite would probably be The Dark Knight Returns. That shit just kills for me as far as
Dark.
Like,
okay, yeah. I mean, the animation style. I didn't like the way their faces looked. Like they looked like they were just like they looked like a bee had got them and they swole up in their face.
Yeah,
like,
it's because they look like that in the book, like the actual.
Oh, so okay,
they're drawn like that. Yeah.
Okay,
because that's how Frank. Yeah, that's how Frank draws, and
Frank draws. Like,
I will say the fight with Batman and the Mutant Leader, that's real live action or animation. That's still one of the best fights I've ever seen. Like, on
dude.
film,
I never liked the slice and dice shit. I was like, that's so stupid.
No, but the actual fight when
like it looks like an actual brawl. It's like the only it's. I don't want to say realistic, but it's hard hitting. It's as if you're seeing an actual big fight.
And when Bruce hits him with those cuts, it is a great. And if we had gotten to see that like live action, could you imagine that shit, dude? That would have been fucking.
I'd say all the Jay Oliva DC animations are my favorite ones.
He did a good job. He did a good job, and he's doing the Norse thing, right? For Zach. Yeah. So that should be interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in that. Yeah, I mean, you know, I have liked a lot of what he's kind of brought us. Let's see.
You guys see the you remember the old the Marvel animations?
I try to forget because they're just not that great. I never really got into Marvel as far as like their animation because it just wasn't as it wasn't. I think DC really owned.
Yeah.
You know, no, I think.
But they had some good ones with the Ultimate Avengers. Those were pretty good. And the Iron Man one was good. That was not bad.
I never watched like Planet Hulk or anything. I never watched that.
That was okay. For what it was, it was okay.
Yeah, I didn't see many of them. Many of the Marvel ones.
You know what's good now is that now you can, because of YouTube,
it looks like pancakes. No. I mean, like
you can go back and like watch all these old animes and everything like that.
Yeah. Also, and speaking of that, like, what if that? Because we hadn't talked about it on here yet. I know I did on my show like last week, but I rather enjoyed that episode.
I liked it. You know, I had reservations about some of the things that I saw in it. That, you know, because it reminded me of Wonder Woman, and I was like, you know, it was so reminiscent of it, and I was like, I've already seen this.
Chubby tastes like you pistol packing gangsters like Superman. That movie's fire though. That movie is fire. I do like Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. Yeah, no. What if I like the animation style was good? I think they leaned a lot on, like I was saying the other day on Nicotina's show, was like they leaned a lot on like just basically swapping things that happened in the first Avenger for this. But overall, I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to like the.
Yeah, I think they did a good job. The animation was great. It was very different. You know, it did look, in some situations it looked like, you know, they tried to make it resemble the actors. In other situations, it didn't look so much. But yeah. So what are your thoughts, Steve? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I liked it, but the animation is. I want to get your thoughts. Is this kind of like what Army of the Dead, the prequel's going to be?
What
You're talking about the animation style, or
the
what do you
animation
mean?
style? Yeah.
it maybe it's. I mean, the only thing we've seen is that picture Zach showed of but it does. I see what you're saying though. It looks like
it has a resemblance, right?
Yeah.
Because it's cell shaded and it moves fluid, almost CGI.
Yeah.
And I know Deborah said that they're using the Unreal Engine to create the animation, right? And
cool.
So yeah, I wonder. It's like if it's almost like the same thing, sort of.
I mean, once we see it, it probably is gonna once we see the any kind of footage from that animated Army of Dead, it's probably gonna look similar. I also like how I like the way they beefed Peggy up when she took the serum to where she didn't look like a dude, but like she looked just like a. You know what I'm saying? Like she looked like a ripped female. Yeah, I like the way they did that because like when the thing opens up and she has that same pose like Steve did, and she kind of leaning to the side like that, you can see she has bigger traps and her shoulders are more defined. And what I was like, yo, that shit looks good. And then she also looked good in the suit, and she got like a little bit taller or whatever. But hey,
right, she should be doing some hyper extensions. She should be doing some barbell presses.
Yeah,
damn.
I did not mind the way she looked. She looked fine. I was like, okay, that's fine. I liked her a lot more than I liked Captain Marvel. I'll tell you that.
Oh my goodness.
Because Captain Marvel.
But this is a good point. Like the X-Men show, the '90s Spider-Man show was great.
Fire, dude. I don't know if I watched the Hulk too much, but the '90s Spider-Man and X-Men.
Well, the Hulk show was nice too.
Was it? I can't remember the Hulk show. I do remember. I also remember.
I think I hope it's on Disney Plus.
It might be on there.
I hope it is on Disney Plus though. I know the Silver Surfer show is on Disney Plus. That show is like that's too smart for kids.
Is it?
It's a good show, but it's very heady. It's very. They're talking about existentialism in space. Yeah, and they're talking about what my place in the universe is like. Well, how is a kid gonna know this? How are even people on Twitter gonna know this? I mean, gosh.
Well, yeah, no, I can agree with that one. Not many Twitter folk know about that stuff.
There was also a Spider-Man. It only had one season that was on MTV. That shit was fire, dude. It was like it built off of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, the first.
Oh, it did? Oh, wow.
I can't remember how many episodes it was, but it was really short. It only had one season, never came back again. The animation was CG. That shit was fired. I like that one, but like X-Men is pretty close to Batman animated series in my opinion, as far as animated like comic book shows. It's fire. It's fire. Whenever you think about it, you automatically hear that music.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, it's fucking X. Let's see.
That was like for me. That I was like, oh, I like that. For me, I was like,
do you like it? I loved it, dude.
It was cool, but that was like the coolest part of the show.
The intro,
and then after that, I'm like channel surfing. Like, okay, what else is on?
Oh no, man! They had some bomb shows.
Yeah, dude.
They had some episodes. Yeah, Days of Futures Past.
Yo, yeah, that was a good
one. Saga.
Yeah,
like that's the most accurate depiction.
Yeah, but did it have Hugh Jackman?
What can I say? It didn't have the boy from Oz, you know.
Yeah. That's
Hugh
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Wallaby Way.
Oh, so you will ask what's the Hulk on? Okay. So they must have it on there then.
Okay, what? Yeah, okay. So what is on Disney Plus? Tell us, chat. Tell us so we can watch later on.
Yeah. Because we don't watch too much Disney. I mean, not to say I don't watch Disney at all. I do.
Yeah.
Because the only thing I watch on Disney Plus is 3 Men and a Baby. That's it.
3 Men and a Baby.
That
and 3 Men and a Little Lady. Is that the other one you watch?
That's a too intellectual for me. 3 Men and a Little Lady. No.
Yeah. No, that was a funny movie back in the day. 3 Men and a Baby.
You know what? I am gonna.
You know what's on Disney? What's that Tom Hanks movie where what's it? Bachelor Party?
Oh yes, Bachelor Party.
Bachelor
right.
Party's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, guy. Yeah,
Really?
there's
That's
all these, like,
yeah, dude. My mom wouldn't even let me watch that shit when it came out.
yeah, there's all these,
Wow.
like, because a Disney Star, right? Or Disney Star or something. When you
Well,
activate
they
it, you
have
get all these-
they used to be Touchstone. They used to be
Yeah,
Touchstone
yeah, yeah.
Pictures and all that. So that was how they would release R-rated movies or whatnot.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, then you get all these rated R films and everything's like, oh, so you watch Luca and then you watch
oh,
Bachelor Party.
interesting. Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing, absolutely amazing, Monsieur Dubé.
Yes, sir. So, did you like Luca? Was that
Yeah,
palatable for you?
it's not bad. It's a nice fun movie about two kids in the
I thought the
Italian.
kid that was the
Post-punk.
bully. I was like, dude, what are you 20?
Yeah, that guy was dope. That guy was great.
I was like, no, not believable. for
It
me.
made me want to get a Vespa. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
Like,
well,
that's the
yeah,
one-
yeah.
I need to get a Vespa.
Touch. Let's see. Well, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, no,
Look at this shading.
yeah. As you can tell, this is not where I excel. I'm basically a
No, but it's
pencil
not bad.
artist. Well, yeah, it's not bad, but it's also not good. So it's not that good.
But
I
you know
just,
what you know what they call shaders. You know what they call inkers?
artists, inkers, yeah.
Tracers. Yeah.
Tracers, yeah, pretty much.
Yep,
You know
that's what they
what?
call them.
I probably gonna do this. Let me see. Let me just start adding a little bit more shading, and then I can delete some of that.
But what type of shading are you? Like the type of shading you're doing, is it more
God, I don't like that.
say 80s, 90s, 2000s, or
probably
rest of-
2000s.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just trying to just give it a little bit of ambiance or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to go too nuts with the shading. I do like how like Jim Lee and everybody handles their stuff, but it's just, again, I'm just, as far as like blending and making it like usually when you're inking, it's going to be like solid streaks of line work, and with this I haven't really done. I should have just drew the whole thing over again and then gone from there, but I'm cutting out a middleman step here.
The thing about like with shading, especially with characters with like darker primary colors as their costumes, like Venom and Beetle, because you put in so much shading, but then you add in all the muscle highlights.
Yeah,
and that's the one thing that bugged me about when I drew Venom, and then when I had to shade it in, is like how much black do I put in, and what do I put as muscle definitions?
Yeah. I mean, I'm basically what I'm trying to do is my light source is coming from the top.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to say, okay, well, do I want to really kind of cover this muscle up? I mean, for me, it's really difficult to not want to keep it from being visible, because I like everything to be visible. I've never been too keen on shading, because and that's why I'm not so great at it, because it's just not something that I really paid attention to, because I never really did it. But yeah, so I mean, I probably like come in and maybe add a gray gradient, just like a gray, and then you'd have the dark shading or whatever, and that would be enough or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'm just not. I don't know. Some of the stuff looks okay, but some of the stuff just doesn't jive well for me.
Sir says, "Great work so far."
Oh, man, thank you.
Nice fire. It is.
Just want to. I think some of my lines are a little too thick. I think I want to cancel that out a little bit.
Your lines.
Yeah. So the thinner, because I mean, the thicker the line is, the more
Oh,
It's what's that?
that's
The
right.
more it's just
It's
it has
thick
too much
lines.
weight to it. Yeah, these lines are thick. They just don't. They pop out like an eyesore, and you don't want that. You don't want it you want your focal
true.
point to not get diluted by crazy ass line work and by shading that shouldn't be that thick. Let's see, like this back here I have on the shoulder. I'll probably delete that too. I'm not happy with the way that came out.
Which the right shoulder or the left shoulder?
This is the left
Left,
shoulder.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys seen those mirrors? That it's like a box and it's got like 3 mirrors in it and it reflects, opposite. So it's like you're actually looking at yourself if you were, staring from, you're like a different perspective, like a different person. Like if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, it's a reflection. But if you're looking through this mirror that's angled a couple different ways,
you'll see yourself
it comes
from the
back.
side?
Yeah, you'll see yourself front on, but it's opposite. So it's like, you're actually looking at what other people see. So, if you're like in the mirror and you're grooming yourself or whatever, you can actually see what it is that everybody else looks like. Because like when you're looking in the mirror, you see a perspective. And so when you're grooming yourself in the mirror, you don't have an accurate representation of yourself. You're just like, oh, okay, well, this is what I see. So I'll groom what I see. And it might not match with reality. So it's like, maybe your hair is a little off or something. I don't know. But it's kind of cool. I saw somebody had it and I was like, oh, that's neat. That's an interesting idea. Interesting concept. Let me see. Now what I'm going to do is I'll add it here.
The thing about shoulders for me is that how much do I want to highlight the interior delt? It's like the exterior, the side delt for me is like, that's fine, but it's always the interior delt. It's like, how big do I want to make this thing? Right? It's like, I don't want to make it too enormous, especially like in this region here, right? And like, how big do I want to make it? That one little curve to it. It's like, so do I want to go big as like the Hulk?
You go big or go home. That's the thing.
That's true. Go big or go home.
Go big
That's
or go
like,
home.
Inject it, man. Inject it, man. Front raises all day. That's it.
So there you go. So that I think I like that a little bit better for the shoulder. That looks kind of cool.
But that's also the thing with characters like Blue Beetle and Nightwing is that you can't make these guys too big. You got to give him more like a
I couldn't make him. I couldn't make him huge. I couldn't over exaggerate his musculature. So I was just like, okay, what's up?
Chubby J says Ryan is so dope. He is great at explaining all this. Ryan be all Bob Ross for the nerds. He says Ryan's so cool. He shot a porno constipated. What?
You did? Oh wow!
There's a trick to it, and oh shit! Hold up. Yeah, there's a trick to it. I have to be honest.
Oh damn right.
I mean, it's again same thing. Go big or go home. I mean, and I don't.
Oh, that's true.
At that time, I didn't want to go home. I wanted to get paid. So, that's what.
Goodbye, Vivid Pictures. Goodbye, Stormy Productions. No, we're getting Dubé shots.
There you go.
There you go. Chat, tell us your favorite porn from.
Oh no.
It says, Ryan, in all seriousness, though, you have your origins and insertions down with how you draw the musculature.
Yeah, no, thanks. I it's one of the things that I've always drawn. Like, when I started drawing, I was back in back in high school. I never really paid attention to the teachers. I was just like off in my own little world drawing, and I would normally draw comic book characters. And I remember I drew Superboy and what's his face, Green Lantern, and I drew them, and I drew Green Lantern as much older, and I drew, it was a comic book cover. I probably still have it in my room somewhere, put away with all my stuff. But yeah, I mean, I've always drawn that kind of stuff. So it's just like, I don't know. I really do. I really do like comic book art. I do. I like David Finch and Jim Lee are like my top two. There's some other artists that I like as well, but those are the ones that really stuck out to me. I just like the way they do things and the perspectives and just the like Jim his drawings his character is a little bit more broad than mine. Mine's very like if you look at the face is very normal. And like Jim is always like boxed. Well, as far as like the head shape, like this head shape is more of an egg.
Yeah.
And his are just a lot more boxed. And that's why they look so tough. Because of the way he draws.
They look edgy, like not in edgy as in tone, but edgy as in like the way they're drawn. It's the way Jim draws. It's very like sharp, right? All his lines are sharp and all his angles are sharp too. Is like, and the thing about Jim Lee is that he's a great artist, but the thing is that it's always the same character type, right?
Well, that's one thing. His drawings are always the same. Like the same perspective.
This is like,
I mean, he does firework, but it's just his stuff is very.
Let me make this bigger so I can. This is. Can you see that shit, Ryan?
Oh, I'm not even looking. Sorry.
Okay. The thing with that, right? It's like.
Yeah, see, this is an updated version of
like,
Superman.
It's dope.
Like Superman, when he used to draw him, was always just bulging like muscles everywhere. Like him and Batman always they look like Bane, in my opinion. And then now when he drew him for the New 52, he kind of tightened them up a little bit. They're still stocky, but they're not as stocky as they used to be.
Yeah.
But now you see the thing with this is that if you take away the S and you take away the curl and you just put a bat symbol on it, it's the same, right? It's the same way he draws. Yeah. But it's still dope.
They all they're dope awesome. And they do look, I mean, the thing is that he's very he does kind of keep things, looking like it all belongs in the same universe or whatever. So that's another thing that I dig.
But at least it's a Jim Lee drawing. That's the thing. It's like that's his style. Same thing with Todd McFarlane. That's him, and same with all these other guys, right? So, but you got how many of you got all the Zack Snyder McFarlane toys, right?
Yeah.
And
hold up, let me. Well, there's two.
You got both the Dark Sides.
It's not here yet. Hold on. I'll show them. Let's see. So this one, the first one he put out, the Uxas, whatever, the oh shit.
You just broke it.
Nah, I thought I would knock the
he broke it live on my show.
Yo, if you guys have not seen my unboxing of this, the arm popped off when I was trying to pose it. That happened.
You didn't glue it, did you? You just popped it back in.
It just popped. It popped right back in, and then there's the Flash.
That's nice.
Yeah, the Flash, and then there's the Batman. There's a variant of this Batman that the goggles are up on his head instead of over his eyes. I bought this stand because I wanted him to be in like an action pose as opposed to just like standing there.
Are you talking about the Flash?
No. The Batman.
Didn't you wanted the Flash to run or to be running? Right?
Yeah. He's that one right there. His joints were. I got a Flash. It wasn't the Zack Snyder Justice League Flash. It was just the Injustice 2 Flash.
Okay.
Dude's ankles. He won't stand up on his own. I had to put him in a different pose. And then here's the Steppenwolf.
That's nice.
Yeah, dude, Steppenwolf's fucking. The bigger ones are heavy as shit too. Here's the Flash. The pose I had to put him in at a pose. I wanted him to do like the Ezra Flash, but his ankles aren't strong enough to hold up his weight. So if you put him on one leg, he just falls over.
Oh wow.
Then there's the Batman Unmasked. I hadn't even opened this one yet. This is the closest I've seen on a McFarlane to the likeness to the actor.
Yeah,
you can't really see it on here, but it's like if you had it in person, it looks pretty. It looks
the Green Arrow Stephen Amell one was pretty close though.
Oh, was it?
That was
it?
That was okay. It was okay.
Oh wait. First you said it was great, then now you're saying it's okay. You're changing your story.
I know. Jeez, I stand with Ray Fisher. There we go.
Then there's
All
this
right,
one I hadn't opened yet.
Oh yeah.
Aquaman, and let's see. This one, where's the other one? And then both of these, one of them with the mask on, one the lights reflecting hardcore. One of them with the mask on, one of them without it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The one with the mask is like a Walmart exclusive and shit. And then I'm probably waiting till last to open this dude up.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the Armored Dark Side, it's shipped already. And there's the Target exclusive like blue suited. I'm sure you've seen people post pictures of
the
it.
blue suit, yeah.
Superman, yeah. That both of those like shipped at the same time. So
Oh yeah.
hopefully they'll be here in a couple days.
Yeah, because your wife like bought those.
Yeah, I bought those, but that most of those, like I had pre-ordered them, and then she just, she went on GameStop and just
on a whim was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get you this.
She bought me like,
and they were like, yeah, we're just gonna ship it to you.
Yo, that's the weirdest shit about it was that GameStop shipped it like that. And I had ordered them from several different sites. I had to just cancel the orders because they hadn't even shipped it. I'm like, yo, how is GameStop able to just straight up ship these? And then you guys are just like, yo, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I got some of the pops and shit too. But yeah, they're the quality for McFarlane is ridiculous considering like most of them cost $20, and they look close enough to like some of these. I'm not gonna say higher end, not like Weta.
Yeah.
Let's not get confused. Weta,
yeah.
No. But I'm saying like say for instance, you might see this from a different company for $60,
mm-hmm.
and it will probably look a little bit better than this, but it's still the detail in this shit is ridiculous, man. Yeah, there's some good made figures. I enjoy collecting them. That's some.
But McFarlane always, since the beginning, has always like put a high standard on toys.
Yeah,
like,
and I remember back in the day, they didn't even move. They didn't have any like the NFL ones, the football. Like that's I used to collect those a long time ago, and yeah, I got so many of those in that closet that's right there. But they're just posed in like a pose or whatever. Then when he started making them like this, where they like had joints and you could pose them yourself and do all kind of stuff with them. But,
I had so many of the NBA ones, and one of my favorite ones. I have a Patrick Ewing, because he comes in with the home jersey. He always came with the away jersey, and I also have a Jim Brown, and that was pretty sick. Jim Brown is nice. Yeah. When they do the classic ones, it's nice.
They look fire. And they're also like McFarlane. I like how with those especially, it's just like that the Batman you can find with his goggles up as opposed to like mine. It's just like if you can find like any sports thing that they put out there, but like they put on like you said like a different jersey as opposed to the regular version. To fire, man. And it's not a thing where like you can like actually. It was always just like I know Scott McClellan. He ordered one of these pops, the big Superman.
Oh yeah.
And he
has two of them, right?
Well, he has that one, but then they also when he just ordered it, they just like he got the Chase, which has red eyes instead of black. But that's just like the jersey thing with McFarlane. It's like you couldn't order that particular jersey. You just if you ordered that figure, it might come with the other jersey on. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you might find it.
Also, it was like luck of the draw.
Yes, basically, yeah. Like that Superman pop that Scott has with the red eyes.
Yeah.
He just ordered that same one I have, and then when it got there, it just had red eyes. That's just
cool.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hold up, my wife ordered one. Which one did she order?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there.
No, she ordered a pop. Damn it, which one was it? She ordered I think it was a 40-year-old version pop, and they sent her the Chase, which is I think she's got it in her room, in her office. But yeah,
like, don't touch my stuff.
She just randomly ordered like that particular pop from the 40-year-old virgin, and when it got here, it just happened to be the Chase. So that's how they do those,
But
man. You can't.
Is there like a specific? Is there a specific place, like a site you always go to, or just whatever? Because I always go to Big Bad Store, toy store, and I get my exclusives there and all that.
Yeah, Amazon, if they have it. Target, Target's been a little weird with this whole entire Zack Snyder's Justice League, like McFarlane thing. So like people like, okay, so that the blue suit Superman just shipped a few days ago or whatever, but like people were finding it in stores 2 weeks ago, and then everybody who had pre-ordered it were like, yo, where's mine? Like, you know what I mean? People were posting.
Well, they used to do that with like I think they did that with like the consoles, the game consoles around the holidays or whatever. They would, they had the people that had the pre-order, but they were selling the ones that were there.
Yeah.
And they were like, wait a minute, you guys can't be selling the stuff that this is, we purposely, oh crap, I should have followed the contour. No, I didn't like it. Oh, well, I should have done that. Okay. I can fix that.
The GameStop is the fastest though. If you can find it on there, they're the fastest as far as like getting that shit out of there. And let's see, the McFarlane Toy store just opened like online like a week or two ago, but it's like hit or miss finding some of the stuff on there. Like the Armor Dark Side that I'm getting, the one from Target, the Target exclusive, like that one, you're not gonna. Mm-hmm. But people were finding them in Target, like they were before it shipped. Like people were actually finding it in stores. So like it's
Oh wow, well, that's crazy.
What? You should just go to the okay.
See, that's why I miss going to cons so that I can go to the booths and just buy like whatever obscure like. Most of my stuff is like going to cons and seeing what's there. It's like they get exclusives and shit like that.
Yeah, and those are those are the ones like the Armored Dark Side. That's the Target exclusive. It's a San Diego Comic-Con Target exclusive. So it's if they had a Comic-Con, it would you probably could purchase it from there. But I mean, but they're like it's not going to be like in person and shit. What is this one? This in just like this Black Adam pop is just like like hold up. It's a Big Apple Con or whatever that is. But that's what you're talking about is like those exclusive like things you can get from a convention.
Yeah, I got one of those exclusives.
What is it?
It was a Darth Vader. It was episode 3 Darth Vader. It was from the what do you call it? The Celebration. It was Celebration 3.
Celebration, bitches.
Yeah, so it was a Celebration 3 Darth Vader, and so I got that. One of my friends got that for me. So I didn't go to the convention, but it was pretty dope. God, that list looks too thick again. Same thing. I'm not liking what I'm doing here. This is not
thick. It's thick, man.
It's thick. Oh, let me see if I can do that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm
gonna bring up this screen that Steve just shared real quick. This Big Bad Toy Store. Okay.
Look at that, man. Oof.
Yeah, dude.
That's sick. That is sweet.
April O'Neil. Yeah, dude. It looks like. Yo, I like how they're going back. $199. Is that a 4-pack?
I think it's for the 4-pack. Yeah, it's for all. I don't. What 199 for April? Hell no, man. Yeah, shit. For 5 minutes.
Okay, so and then you got Robo Turtle or whatever. I remember like God, it
Oh,
was
okay.
good
So
stuff.
you get all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty dope. Dude.
But yeah, it's like they're going like retro with these figures. The
Mhm.
Masters of the Universe Origins line. It's
Yeah.
the retro. It's the retro mold, but they got more articulation and
Yeah,
everything.
it says, what does it say? It says, oh, damn it. It's like retro look, modern play, I think is what it says. On the
Yeah.
package. Yeah.
What?
Something to that. Yeah, it says something like that on like the Masters of the Universe ones. It says something like that on there. It's like I think it's retro look, modern play, just because like yeah, they're not just stiff arm and they only can just do this.
Yeah.
They can actually like bend up and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is pretty tight.
That's dope.
And this is nice. This is a Skeletor of the thing. It was so good.
That's crazy. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I keep going.
So that's why I'm waiting for the new Revelation line to come out. Like I only got a Skelegod. That's the only thing that shipped up here, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen them in stores.
Yeah.
I've seen some of them, but oh yeah, I need to
I'm
see
like,
them.
yo, I said, where's fucking He-Man? It was like, shit. I don't want these motherfuckers.
He
Yeah,
guy.
shit.
That's where he is.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
guy or him, him.
Yeah, there's a Skeletor. That's dope, dude.
See, that's the problem. Is like every time I go into Walmart or like whatever, it's like I always see the same figures. I see like a Merman, like a Zodak,
Merman,
Fisto.
nobody
I don't want these motherfuckers, man. I want He-Man. I want Skeletor.
Here's
Who
what
are
it
these
says.
bastards coming in early in the morning to get fucking He-Man? Shit.
It's modern posing retro play. Okay, I got
Yeah.
it backwards. But that's what they say on them now. It's just like, yeah, they put a lot more. Dude, I remember the He-Man figures back in the day didn't move. You couldn't. They
you
only
can't,
had
you
like
can't.
they only had a couple.
They swiveled. You know, they had
They
the
just
swivel,
do this.
and then the legs kind of came out like this. You know,
Mhm.
because they were kind of stocky, and then the arms went up and down, and the head. And that was it. That was it. That was.
All
that
right,
was
Chubby
your...
Teddy, man. This was the last time to bounce me.
Oh man, dude. Hey,
Lego
thanks
man.
so much for coming by.
Hey,
bro.
yeah, man, we appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Let's see. Use the anti-life equation to fix it. Yeah, it's a remake, but better. Yeah, basically, yeah. Gavin's in the house. What up, Gavin?
What's up, Gavin? Mr. Cooley.
Yeah, we're just chilling, man.
So,
Have you guys seen Free Guy?
No,
I've not seen that yet. No,
Not yet,
have
not
you?
yet. I'm gonna try to catch it this weekend, man. Have you?
Yeah.
Did you?
You watched it?
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
It's okay. So do you?
It's harmless. It's harmless.
Okay,
It's
okay.
harmless.
Non-spoiler. I don't have a spoiler
Okay.
alert. This is not the Nicotina show. Do you think that it is a better movie experience than the Suicide Squad that you saw?
He said, "Please, Mr. Cooley."
Hell no. But I say that because
you
I'm
say that because
kinda-
you're a hater.
I am, and I stand with Ray Fisher too. I say
there
that
you go,
because
there you go. Okay.
it's Ryan Reynolds doing the same thing.
So
If
you're
you
trying
like
to
that,
tell
then you like
me that him and Nicolas Cage and Samuel L. Jackson can't play the same characters? Is that what you're trying to
No,
tell me?
actually, Nicolas Cage knows that he's getting paid for this shit. So
Yeah,
that's the thing. He's aware of it. Ryan Reynolds, I think that's the smart thing.
he's
about
the-
Ryan has to
He's-
be aware that he's playing.
He's
the
aware
same-
of it. Like that's what they
Yeah.
want, right? But I will
That's
say
what, that's what they're paying for. They're paying for them.
that's
to
what
come
the
out
public
and-
wants, man. I want more of this Deadpool Ryan Reynolds. I want more.
There
of
you
that.
go. There you go. And they're like, how
I'll
do we
say
get
this.
it? Because now he's at Disney.
It's it's very much Lego live action. Lego movie live action. I will just say that.
So Will Ferrell's in it.
Maybe. You never know.
Well,
so
he
you're
did-
telling me
he-
there's a chance.
Yo, he did share a ton, and I was like, yo, the movie has on Ryan Reynolds' Instagram. He put out a post on there with like 7 pictures of pretty much all of the cameos.
I don't want to see. I'm.
Oh yeah, he put the
purposely-
cameos. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
damn.
did, dude. He
I'm
put
not.
like,
I'm trying my hardest not to even.
it
pay
did,
attention
to me, it's not
any of
going to
that.
bother me. I mean, when they show up, whatever. I'm not going to say them
Yeah.
on here because I don't want to. But yeah, he did. There's like 7 pictures in the post, and it's got like
Mhm.
yeah. There's I don't know if he said I think his caption said I think I missed a few, but thanks to my friends for doing whatever.
God, no, I don't want that.
So yeah.
I would say it's a movie you can definitely watch at home. I'll say that. If you spend money to watch it, it's like I don't know. Maybe it's like what I could have seen this at home, but it's
Casual Legend. That's my super.
That's
Relax,
true.
Gavin.
That's true. They need to make a DC animated of that one, yo.
Oh, you talking about Superman Lives?
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Seriously.
Yeah. I would love to see that. Even if I just want, make the movie somewhere behind the scenes and just let me watch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That Superman Lives movie with Nicolas Cage. Just you don't have to ride.
Oh wow!
Just finish it. Just let me watch it one time and see how. Yeah. Don't forget Will Smith. Yeah.
I'm Kal-El from Krypton.
It'll be Nicolas Cage from Raising Arizona, who's
yeah.
Oh, Hummingbird, what is going on?
Yeah. Hey, I gotta bounce soon, Ryan.
Oh, you do? Yeah, no, it's okay. We're approaching the 2-hour mark, so I mean, I typically don't go further than that on these. And yeah, I didn't get very far today with this, mainly because we had our Ray Fisher discussion, but then also this is just not something that I'm too comfortable with as far as shading. I need to get better at it.
Mm-hmm.
And so
or give it to an inker.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
So anyone who inks,
hit me up. Let me know.
Do your job as a tracer,
There you go. The pay is not great. I'll come out and say it right now. The pay
is you get to be a guest on the Nicotina channel. There you
go.
Now nobody's gonna.
Now,
hey, Master Size. Oh yeah, he does, man. Master Size is
he does.
He's a great artist. He's a great artist, man. He just did this one. If you can pull that one
out. There you go. If you want to be a guest on
Deathstroke,
whatever channel,
in the background, and it was Batman on top of Leto. Yeah, man, that was pretty cool. He did that one. Yeah, do I like that? I don't look bad.
Yo, that massive picture he did, I forgot about that one. That shit's fire, dude.
Oh yeah.
Did he ever put that on a shirt?
He did. He put it. I think no. It might just be on.
You know what's an underrated company or like about?
Let's see. Where's it at? I'm looking on the shit. I can't see it. Let's see. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, that was a dope picture he just did. So I like that. I like that a lot.
Do you guys collect any May FX or from that brand?
So there it is. Alessandro's fire picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is, dude.
Yeah, he did great. Look at that shading. that doesn't look like what I'm doing here, so. But yeah, no, he did a great job.
Yeah, it's a firework.
But no, Mayfix, they make helmets, right?
Mayfix. I think the thing about Mayfix is like, I know at least for a lot of people is let's see if I can get it up here.
Hey, it is expensive. That's true.
Yeah, it's a bit pricier than which is let's see.
But their work is like really nice though.
Oh, dude, this is the one that I want. This
that's the one.
Yeah.
From the Dark Knight Returns, dude. Let me bust him open, dude. Look at that shit.
Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that you can pose them like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Yeah, that looks good. That very reminiscent of, or very in line with how he looked in that animation.
Yeah,
and the cape. Look at the cape, yo.
Yeah.
Catching the arrow. Look at face burn.
Oh shit.
Oh snap.
Yo, look at those fucking triceps, man. Shit. Damn.
Their put together is similar to McFarlane, which is where they have joints. I think theirs looked a bit better though. Like on these Mayflex ones look, because on a McFarlane figure that elbow would still have the two joints, but they would be, you'd be able to see them. You'd see like the put together of the joints, which is here you can't see it. You just can tell that there's two different joints. But that's dude. That is, look at oh man.
And how much is that one?
It's 105.
No, that's nothing. That's nothing. Patreons, come on.
Yeah.
Help us get
that is fresh. That is fresh. That's fresh out of the book, like the actual fucking graphic novel.
Yeah.
MayFX is like the closest to Four Horsemen that I've seen, like in comes in molds and everything. And I don't know if you guys collected Four Horsemen, but they were pricey too.
Yeah.
Shit. That
dude, this is
Four Horsemen, Masters of the Universe line. Holy shit, man!
Oh yeah,
yeah, dude,
that's crazy.
That is like, amazing. I let's see what we got. It's more like a painting. Oh, he's talking about his picture. Yeah, it's fire, dude. Let's see. XD things now. So dude, that is one of the, like, Dawson sent me that when it first, like, they first put this up here. He sent me a link to it, and I was like, dude, are you fucking kidding? Like, that shit is obviously, that's my favorite. I said it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite books of all time. And then they Superman looks pretty jacked. Yes, dude. Yeah. That's how
Superman's look.
Okay, relax, Andre. You look nothing like that before you got married.
You never.
He's talking about his hair. He had more hair. Before he got married versus now.
Hold on. He's. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, that's the best figure. See, on a Frank Miller comic, everyone took steroids. Yeah, he did make his dudes bigger. It's always like whenever you saw Batman, and obviously supposed to be like in his 60s or whatever. Yeah, he was still massive. Yeah. And back in the days, Andres was super bully. Yeah. No, but that's
I don't believe that.
Yeah. Maybe
super bullied or super bully? Oh yeah, he was a super bully. Yes.
Yeah.
He was Ultraman, basically.
Yeah. Nobody liked him. He was not.
My wife's watching right now, and she'll just be like, "Yo, I'll order that for you."
You sent her a link. You sent her a link. You're like, "Yo, look what I'm looking at."
Order two, please.
That's one of the things. That's why I miss like fucking toy stores, because like, there's no Toys R Us no more, so you can't
no Toys R Us.
No, there's a Toys R Us up here. You gotta come to Canada. You gotta come to Canada,
dude. You can't like go anywhere and look at that kind of shit and just like okay, there's comic book stores that have them. Like the one Ryan took us to, that first one, that big one. That shit was fire. Mm-hmm. There was figures like that all over the place, but for the most part, like locally, there's nowhere I can go where I can just like actually see like that figure in person and just like look at it and whatever.
They're like, sure, are you going to shop or are you just gonna browse?
Like, man, I do business, man. I'm trying to look at these toys, man.
Yeah. That's where I discovered McFarlane toys, was at Toys R Us with the NFL figures or the sports ones they used to. I was like, dude, this shit is detailed, it's fire. But yeah, so I really wish I had, even when I went up to I might be the only place that doesn't have that kind of shit close by, because when I went up and visited Meg, she and I went to several different spots that had shit like that all over the place. I just don't have anything like that close to me. Like I'm riding for hours to try to find any kind of fucking shop.
That's crazy. I mean, you live in a pretty big metropolitan area. Well,
in Atlanta, there's some shit, but not in my little town. I live it's basically, give or take with traffic, is about an hour from Atlanta. But
okay.
Yeah. But early in the morning, like if I'm flying out somewhere to get to the airport, fucking 40 minutes. It doesn't take long at all. But if it's 3:30 in the afternoon, I'm going through some traffic. Which is normal for
Yeah, so you normally just shop online then?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I did go to a few Targets looking for some shit for McFarlane, but like The targets here, they're all close to each other, but they're still kind of far apart. It's a thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
There you have
But
it.
that Superman, dude. I think, does Dawson have the Batman from that?
He might.
The armored one.
Not too sure.
I have the Mattel armored one. It doesn't look as good as the one that they make.
Okay.
But it's a cool figure. No, the one that I think Dawson does have that one. I think his wife got it for him for like his birthday or some shit.
Yeah. That's funny. It's like he's got all, his house is all decorated and shit, for his birthday and everything. It's like, and he got people coming, oh, you where's the kids? Like, oh, no, that's my husband.
Would you like some milk? Sure.
Yeah, would you like some milk?
What happened to Andre's muscles? Yeah.
Old age, man.
Yeah,
That's what
we
happened.
don't. That's out. That's the jury's out on that one. We don't know. But when we find them, we'll alert everyone on the internets. So
Shipments of testosterone and all the Mexican stuff, that's all. You couldn't get it anymore. That's the thing.
So let me just show you guys off what I. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I just threw this up here with Steven. Now this is,
look at that.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of detail in the ones McFarlane I have, but it does not look like this.
That one looks really good.
Yeah, it does. Let's see what they all.
That's gonna be worth a lot of money when he doesn't reprise his role. That sucks.
Yeah, they even got the waves in the hair. Yeah, this one. Yeah,
that looks awesome. Did
this,
the eyes light up?
And this comes with a mother box too.
It's $99. Does the eyes light up? I know you can switch the head, but that'd be dope.
There better be a hologram that says Walter apologize.
Yeah, this is dope, dude. This is pretty fucking sweet. But yeah. So Ryan, what you gonna show it before we?
Yeah. I'm just gonna show you guys what I've done in this short period of time.
Look at that.
That I actually got to do. So mainly nothing on the legs, but mainly just underneath the head here. I might go back and alter some of the eyebrows because I added shadow underneath the brow, but I was like, man, that's just it's melding together. So I don't know, maybe I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna play with this a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, this is me just doing some comic book shading, but I'm just not really. I'd really have to have something sort of in this pose to like look at, reference, and say, okay, this is how the light is reacting, refracting, reflecting, whatever. But yeah, I mean, this is what I got. So let me remove what I did, and this is what we started with, just my line art, and then here's a little bit of shading on the arm, the tendril, whatever the whatever that is, the finger, the hand, I don't know, whatever that beetle thing is, and then his little blaster. So, but yeah, just little accents here and there. But again, usually I don't do that. I might scrap everything that I did here later on and really work on it and try to get it. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thank you. I'm gonna do that, and then next week I'm gonna flat it. So I'm gonna cut it up into different pieces of color. I'm gonna separate the colors, and then I'll finally add the colors to it with some enhancements and shading and things like that. So again, yeah, this is my version of Blue Beetle. The guy, I think his name is Zola, who's playing Blue Beetle in the DC movie, which I'm assuming, I don't know. I guess no, it's not. It's a movie, but it's going to be on
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Yes.
So there's that, and let's see. So yeah, I made this, because I was like, hey, this would be pretty dope to give him something a little bit more interesting to look at than just the whole. I mean, just to give, because I mean, look, if you look at this emblem, it's more like Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, Spider-Man, it needs to be different. It needs, because it was just flat blue, and I was like, let me make something out of this, and so that's kind of what I did here, and I might incorporate something like this, in the coloring, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, and yeah, if you like that design, let me see, let me stop sharing that. If you like that, no, not her. If you like that design, I do have it on a shirt, and Blue Beetle logo is on the front. The scarab is on the back. You can check that out at my Teespring store, and also I do have stuff at the TeePublic stores as well. But you can find a lot of the stuff that I can't put on TeePublic anymore. I put it on Teespring. And I want to thank again my panel as well as my patrons. Thank you guys so much for everything that you do per month. And I'm going to do because there's a couple of people that were members and they're no longer members. So I might do like a honorary recognition because it's dope for the time that you guys did do it. So I appreciate everything, all the support, you guys showing up for the stream every single week. Just kind of being here, watching us just talk about craft, BS throughout the day, and yeah, again, don't forget, we have 4 Nerds on Thursday.
Yep.
So we'll be back at it. This week we have Ben Everett's. He'll be on the show, and so that should be a fire show. Tune in on that with us on Thursday, 7:30 Eastern on the 4 Nerd channel. Please go support the 4 Nerd channel as well as all the 4 Nerds that are on the 4 Nerd channel. Make sure that you subscribe, follow them on Twitter, follow them on Instagram, Vero, whatever. And yeah, man, build rapport and we'll definitely talk back to you. It's incredible. So, guys, Steve, where can people find you if they like what they've heard from you so far today, and they want to find out more about you, and they want to strike up a conversation with you? How can they do that?
Whenever Ryan tweets something, I'll tweet back at him. That's where you can find me.
There you
But
go.
In the meantime, watch 4 Nerds on Thursday.
Right on. Yeah, you don't want to miss out. You'll actually be upset. So, so Anthony, thank you so much for being my co-host. We finally got it worked out to where we can still get comments pulled up and stuff like that. It was awesome. I appreciate it so much, man. I appreciate your time as well. And where can I'm sorry?
I said always.
Oh yeah, dude, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime as well. I'll jump on your streams. He's like,
Shut up, bitch!
like, okay. So where can people find you?
Yeah, anything on social media at 2279ACS, add an underscore to that for Twitter, and search for the ACS Universe on YouTube, and you'll find me there. It's Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 4 Nerds, Sundays, most Sundays at 8 p.m. You'll find me World's Finest with Joey and Meg. So there you go.
There you go. All right, man. Well, you guys have a great one, and we'll catch you next time.
I have seen shit that'll turn you white.
Very good.